Hello, ladies and gentlemen, back here, Gentleman Team LA Like. Welcome back to Undertale, and in this episode, well, actually, we kind of already. Sorry. In the last part, we dealt with Muffet, right? Yeah, Muffet. Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet, eating her curds in the biggest. No, I'm just kidding. That's a phrase like I heard on a card game of Cards Against Humanity. But in the last part, we dealt with Muffet and the spider, and we did some stuff. It wasn't that bad. It was just okay. And in this part though, we'll be dealing with Metaton again because, well, if you couldn't tell, yeah, this is gonna be a special area. So, yay for Metaton, I guess. Let me actually call the There's some strange interference. Can I call them from here? A poster for Metaton's show? That's neato. I want a poster for my puzzles. Oh, and I want a poster for all my big fights. A real event. We could have a live band. And a barbecue. And fireworks. Actually, that sounds pretty good. I'm okay with a barbecue and fireworks. And a second barbecue. You really want meat, don't you? I'm pretty sure you're being inspired by Luffy there if you want more food. Won't you just eat barbecue instead of fighting? Let's do it. I love those two losers. Well, one of them's a loser, one of them's a dork. And the person I'm meeting right now, like, that's trying to help me is a nerd. So it's a trifecta. Not to say that being a loser is a bad thing. Remember, I like Spider-Man, and he's a loser, technically. But he's cool. Oh, that human. The moon, the star. Could it be my one true love? That's like why I think, like, there should be a sound effect with a thud each time, since he's on a wheel. But that's why I think, like, having him have a robotic voice makes sense, because it makes it so less emotionless than what's gonna happen. Oh, my love. I'm gonna do it for this one. Please run away. Monster King forbids your stay. Humans must live far apart, even if it breaks my heart. Actually, you kind of do have a heart, technically. They'll put you in the dungeon. No, they won't. They'll kill me. It'll suck. And then you'll die a lot. Oh, okay, there we go. There's the dying. Really sad. You're gonna die. Cry, cry, cry. So sad it's happening. The shooting star, that's pretty nice. So sad. So sad that you are going to the dungeon. Well, toodles. Really? I think I walked into that one. Okay. Oh no, whatever shall I do? My love has been cast away into the dungeon. A dungeon with a puzzle so dastardly, my paramour will surely perish. Oh no. Heavens have mercy. The horrible color tile maze. Each color tile has its own sadistic function. For example, a green tile sounds a noise. Then, you must fight a monster. Red tiles will actually, wait a second. Didn't we see this puzzle about 100 rooms ago? Yes, and I prefer to remember what each of these things do. But no, I have to be told what happens. Okay, but I think I know a good route so far. Yeah, that's right. You remember all the rules, don't you? No? Great. Then I won't waste your time repeating them. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Oh, and you better hurry. By the way, I'm not really angry. I'm just building up. Anyway, or you get my point. Because if you don't get through in 30 seconds, what? You'll be incinerated by these jets of fire. Ah ha, my poor love. I'm so filled with grief, I can't stop laughing. Good luck, darling. You know, you're a sick person, you know? You're that special type of sick. Dang it. Well, I got further than I've ever really been, and I'm pretty sure he keeps singing if you do it. I was focusing. I've been further. I know for a fact you can get through this entire puzzle in 30 seconds. Someone's done it on YouTube. And if you do it, you basically deactivate it, and then Undyne or Alphys calls to try and help you, and she says, "Oh, you already solved it?" Yes, they did, apparently. But, yeah, this makes sense. Oh, I'm so sorry. Looks like you're out of time. Here comes the flames, darling. They're closing in. Getting closer, oh my. Any minute now. Robotic cough. Ooh. Watch out, I'll save you. I'm hacking into the firewall right now. How do you hack into a literal firewall? Oh no, how could this happen? Foiled again by the brilliant Dr. Alphys. That's right. Jesus, this is so awkward. Come on, Mettaton, give up already. You'll never be able to defeat us. Not as long as we work together. Your puzzle's over. Now go home and leave us alone. Puzzle? Over? Alphys, darling, what are you talking about? Did you forget what the green tiles do? They make a sound, then you have to fight a monster. Well, darling, that monster is me! Also, if you actually don't move in the spot you're given into, like the first spot ever, and you don't go onto a green tile, he'll say, "Oh, you didn't step onto a green tile? Well, too bad, I'm still attacking you." So it's still cheating either way. Oh, Jesus, what the... Alright, whatever. Let's try yell. You yell, nothing happened. This is it, darling. Say goodbye. Is that your phone? You better answer it. Hey, this seems bad. Don't worry about it. There's one thing I installed on your phone. See that yellow button? Go to this phone's act menu and press it. And yellow. Press the yellow button. The phone is resonating with Mettaton's presence. Like, see, this is what I mean. It makes a little bit more sense why your soul will change in this instance. Because, well... Oh, that yellow glow. Now press Z! Oh, you've defeated me. How can this be? You are stronger than I thought. Goodbye. Looks like you beat him. You did really great job out there. All thanks to you. Yeah, I'm done. I kind of don't want to... Like, neither option is something I don't want to do. Technically, she doesn't deserve thanks, but at the same time, I don't feel bad. Like, this really isn't anything to say, honestly. But you know what? I'm just going to say this once. Oh, what? No, I mean... You were the one doing everything cool. I just wrote some silly programs for your phone. Hey, this might sound strange, but can I tell you something? Before I met you, I didn't really like myself very much. For a long time, I felt like a total screw-up. Like, I couldn't do anything without ending up letting everyone down. But guiding you has made me feel a lot better about myself. So, thanks for letting me help you. Anyway, we're almost to the core. It's just past MTT Resort. Isn't that a bad place to go, considering? Come on, let's finish this. Sakes, I hate the ads that keep popping up. Anyway, yeah, see, at the very end you could have just gone and done. But it depends on your timing and how well you know the place. Hey, it's you again. Business is excellent here. Those two fellas bought all my ice cream. I've actually sold out of everything. Sorry. Wait, I've still got something for you. A big smile. How about that? I want a refund. Oh, hey. We're taking a rain check on that killing you thing. Like, don't tell Undyne about this, okay? I'm pretty sure she'd be happy for you two. He seems happy. Actually, let me call Undyne. Let's see. What? R1-2 are slacking off. Come on, they should be killing you right now. Not that I want them to, I mean, but they could at least try, you know. They did try before. Oh wait, yeah, that actually reminds me. Actually, give me a second. Let me actually go to that place. Hey, did you remember my name? Yes, it's Heat's Flames. What? You remember? How could I be so easily defeated? I'll always remember that you remembered. I'm pretty sure he has a same type of thing if he says, like, oh, do you remember me? And you say no, he's like, you forgot about me? Oh. I forget what it is he might say if you do remember him. If you do remember him or if you don't. Okay, level floor 2. No, this is the core. Core in the distance. Right floor 2. Let's try right floor 2. The way it moves about is kind of weird. It goes like side to side. That's kind of weird. Like, this is where Heat's Flamesman was. Actually, let's call Papyrus about this. What? My brother's actually at his station? What? I thought he only had 3 stations. No, he has at least 4? Who the heck keeps hiring this guy? I don't know. I thought you were in charge of hiring Undyne. Hold up. Oh, here it is. This is sort of what I meant in the last episode, or one of the last episodes, in which Art Club meet here. Next meeting, October 10th, 8 o'clock. Okay, like, I could have sworn this was some place that I just want to show off. If you're at this location at 8 o'clock on October, you get to fight a special monster that appears. I'll talk about that monster, when we get to it. Because, hoo boy, is it a little bit, how do I put this? A little bit of a touchy subject with that monster. Look, I'm not gonna say anything. Okay, maybe I might. But when we get to that, we'll get to that, okay? When I get to it, anyway. Okay. Pretty sure it... Is it this one? Okay, yeah, right, here it is. Here it is. Careful, the Royal Guard patrols that area. I think it's Royal 1 and Royal 2. RG1 and RG2 today. It's funny, the bunny actually requested to be with the dragon guy. Okay, yeah, so it's a bunny and a dragon. A buff bunny and a buff dragon. It's nice when people are platonic friends like that. It's nice when people are... Are you sure? Are you sure about that? I kind of want to put the edited meme of freaking, what's it called? John Cena going like you know, like he says, it shows his face and says like, are you sure about that? Yeah, you totally kicked his butt on the news. And Bess Alphys was helping you, wasn't she? Oh my god, you guys becoming friends? It's kind of cute. I mean, I'm tough. I love to eat rocks. Yeah, you totally... Oh, right, okay. I think it resets sometimes. What? Okay, yeah, sometimes it resets the conversations if you exit and enter a room. Also, if you actually don't befriend Undyne, you'll just have Papyrus talking about whatever. Maybe in the same manner, but not as deep, I guess, about the stuff. Like, I guess if you were to call him, he'll say something about the Royal Guard and just praise them, but not talk about their possible platonic friendship. Platonic friendship? So, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. All I know is that if you have Undyne, she'll discuss the things that Papyrus can't, while Papyrus will just talk about whatever and have Undyne talking to. I think there's rare few moments nowadays, in these particular conversations, where Undyne will not help you, or will not talk to you. The rare threatening double Davis. What does that even mean? I could have sworn these two would at least do the... Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay, for those of you curious as to what I'm talking about with Pyrope, anytime you do that, do an attack with them or have to deal with them, they'll do a move where they have ropes with fire on them, and you have to move through the orange fire. So, you know, that's another use of the orange mechanics. They don't just lob bombs all the time. There is some strategy, it's just not as deep, I guess, as anyone else. Okay, there you are, Heats Flameston. Okay, now we can continue. Hey there, you two. Okay, let me go to the left real quick, because there's something else I want to show. Why can't I go up those steps? Whatever. But let's... okay, yeah, here it is. Mettaton looked really, really cool in that dress. It sort of makes me feel like I could wear one too. What do you call it? Be yourself, man. I'm not gonna, what do you call it, judge you. Oh, yeah. We could use the spears as shish kebab. Kebab spears, or whatever. Kebab skewers. And bones as kabone skewers. What's a kabone? Like a kebab, but with only bones. Smells like bones. In all honesty, all you have to do is get an anime-like meat, and there's your kebab. It's just the meat on the bone. I will say, that kind of reminds me of one thing from One Piece, in which Buggy's Vice Admiral captains, or his crewmates, were fighting with each other for so long. They went from noon-ish, like midday, to all throughout the night, like almost to nighttime. And while they were fighting, the crew members were just watching on in excitement at first, and then they started having a cookout, and then they fell asleep. It's like, oh man, that looks so good in that episode. It's making me hungry now. Let's see. Hey, go up the creepy alleyway on the right for some great deals. I wish I could read that, but apparently I can't. Okay, should I do that or do this? Talk to Sans. Eeny, meeny, miny. Okay, well, let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It's just a regular wall. Okay. Me, mine, mo. You know what? I'm gonna go talk with these two. Hey, check it out. Yeah, check it out. Hello. So, like, what's up? I'm Bratty, and this is my best friend, Caddy. I'm Caddy, and this is my best friend, Bratty. Nice names. Caddy and Bratty, okay. So, like, what's up? About your work. The stuff inside is, like, totally wicked expensive, but, like, this stuff we found is, like, totally wicked cheap. You should, like, totally wicked buy all of it. Buy all of it. The origins of the where. I mean, like, where does anyone get guns or foods or... We found it in the garbage. Well, Caddy and Bratty. Okay, yeah. Oh, look, it's in the background. But okay. It's good garbage. It's really good garbage. Garbage store. Waterfall, mostly. I found a gun in a dumpster. Okay, there was something different. I was thinking, like, oh, okay. So yeah, we have a mysterious key, which costs 600. We have a cowboy hat, and we have an empty gun. I'm gonna have to go and get some other stuff. Attack up when worn. Yeah, this is basically an attack set. You know, attack 12, defense 12. I'm gonna get them and wear them, but I'm not gonna attack anything. I'm just, you know, wanting to show it. And I definitely want this key, so I'm gonna need a lot of money. Okay, as soon as this episode's over, I'll buy, actually first let me buy the junk food, why not? Has a big bite out of it. What? We're gonna be rich. Okay, whatever. Anyway, let's talk more. But anyway, after this episode, I'm gonna be grinding for money, so, I'll be with you in a bit, once I buy all the stuff I need. But let's talk about Mettaton. Oh my god, Mettaton. I guess these guys are these girls are fangirls. He's like my robot husband. Actually, he's like my robot husband. I think we're both like already going to married to him. He just like doesn't know it yet. So like Dr. Alphys built Mettaton, right? That's like what they tell you. But, like, Mettaton always act like being built was his idea. Even right after he was built, he acted like Alphys was an old friend. But they're like not friends anymore. Yeah, unlike me and Bratty, best friends forever. What does that even mean, old? Oh, right. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, it somewhat goes back and forth between the new particular talk about like certain things, and then it goes back to different other stuff. Let's talk about Alphys, actually. Oh my god, Alphys. She used to live on our street. She was like a big sister. I mean, like, if your big sister takes you on trips to the dump. She showed us the coolest places to find trash. She always collecting those weird cartoons. Then she became the royal scientist. Yeah, we haven't seen her in forever. Royal scientist. So Alphys has always, like, thought Asgore is super cutie. So, like, I'm pretty sure she made Mettaton to, like, totally impress him. And there it is. Like, this is what I meant way back when I said, like, you know, Asgore could have been a possible option for Alphys to, you know, say, like, oh, you could have selected and said, like, oh, it makes sense that she'd have a crush on him. Because, you know, to some degree she kind of almost did, but it kind of passed. And she found someone else to you know, appreciate / fond over. Robot with a soul. That's, like, super relevant to his hobbies. Sort of. It's sort of relevant, but it's still impressive. Like, seriously, putting a soul into a robot to make it living, or magically infused and other stuff, that's pretty impressive. Like, that's nothing to scoff at. But the thing with, like, that they kind of tell you is that Mettaton wasn't a soul itself, he was a ghost before he became a robot. So after seeing Mettaton, Asgore asked her to do all this science stuff for him. But nobody's, like, seen anything from her yet. Ooh boy, that's because she keeps it very privately hidden. Or her at all. She must, like, just stay in her lab all day. Like, live a little, girl. Yeah, like us. Ugh, oh boy. Oh boy, if only you guys knew. If only you knew. Oh my god, he's a total goober. He's a big, fuzzy goofball. Like, I love that guy. He's, like, so nice. God, we're, like, so hyped for the destruction of humanity. Totally. Okay, well, thanks. That feels so great. Check it out. Check it out. Thanks. Like, see you later and stuff. Anyway, thanks for that camaraderie. Or those things. Whatever you want to call it. Let's actually talk to Sans now, actually. Hey. Hey, I heard you're going to the core. How about grabbing some dinner with me first? Yeah, sure. Great. Thanks for treating me. Okay, first of all, you asked me. Over here, I know a shortcut, but that's just a wall, man. Okay, then. By the way, if you look at the tablecloth, all of the tablecloth is Mettaton's face, except for the candle. It's kind of weird. Well, here we are. So, your journey's almost over, huh? You must really want to go home. Hey, I know the feeling, Butto. Though, maybe sometimes it's better to take what's given to you. Down here, you've already got food, drink, friends. Is what you have to do really worth it? Considering that there's nothing else I can do, all I can really do is just walk around and hang out. From what I can tell, you really don't do anything once you turn off your game, so I kind of need to keep going. Nah, forget it. I'm rooting for you, kid. Hey, let me tell you a story. So, I'm a sentry in Snowden Forest, right? And also a sentry in Hotland, and a sentry in Waterfall. Pretty sure you could be a sentry in the core if they had one, but... Okay, wait. Snowden, Waterfall, Hotland. Okay, he has 4 sentries. Well, technically he has more sentry stations because they're scattered around the place, but that's 3 main ones that I can think of. Anyway, I sit out there and watch for humans. It's kind of boring. Fortunately, deep in the forest, there's this huge locked door, and it's perfect for practicing knock-knock jokes. So one day, I'm knocking him out like usual. I knock on the door and say, knock, knock, and suddenly, from other side, I hear a woman's voice. Who is there? That's actually kind of a little attention to detail that's actually pretty cool. Anytime he's talking about the person behind the door, his voice changes. You heard that, right? So, naturally, I respond. Dishes. Dishes who? You know who this is, honestly. You really do. Dishes a very bad joke. Then she just howls with laughter. Like it's the best joke she's heard in 100 years. So I keep them coming and she keeps laughing. She's the best audience I've ever had. Then after a dozen of them, she knocks and says, knock knock. I say, who's there? Old lady. Old lady who? Oh, I did not know you could yodel. Wow. Needless to say, this woman was extremely good. We kept telling each other jokes for hours. Eventually, I had to leave. Papyrus gets kind of cranky without his bedtime story. I can sort of tell. But she told me to come by again, so I did. Then I did it again and again. It's a thing, you know. Telling bad jokes through the door. It rules. She's not responding anymore, is she? One day, though, I noticed she wasn't laughing very much. Asked her what was up. Then she told me something strange. If a human ever comes through this door, could you please promise something? Watch over them and protect them. Will you not? Now, I hate making promises. And this woman, I don't even know her name. It's Toriel, by the way. But someone who sincerely likes bad jokes has an integrity that you can't say no to. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? That promise I made to her. You know what would have happened if she hadn't said anything? Buddy. You'd be dead where you stand. You'd be dead where you stand. Hey, lighten up, bucko. There's a comic of this one where Sans tells this to Frisk, and Frisk starts crying, like he starts tearing up, and then Sans almost like waves his hands about, like, oh, dude, calm down, like, oh. He almost made him cry. That's funny. It's a funny little thing to think of. Anyway, I'm just joking with you. Besides, haven't I done a good job protecting you? Not really. I've died once already. I mean, look at yourself. You haven't died a single time. Actually, I have. Hey, what's that look supposed to mean? I've died once. And technically, I'm kind of ashamed of that, because I kind of wanted to get to this point and not die, and die later on. Like, I was hoping to get to this point and not die at all, so that way you can say, yeah, I did a good job. And then later on, I can die a lot. So whatever. Am I wrong? You're kind of wrong. So yeah. Huh. Well, thanks. I'm glad we didn't eat anything, I guess. Well, that's all. Take care of yourself, kid. Because someone really, really cares about you. Is that the way to the exit? How much do you want to bet that's the way to the exit? It really isn't. It's a potted plant. As I came in, I realized I forgot to make a reservation. But I didn't want to look like I messed up, so I kept walking in anyway. Now I'm just kind of consuming dew off this ficus. Yeah, that's really nasty. That's nasty. It's a platoon of ficuses. Really? How about a fight guy? Are they fun guys? It's some kind of TV show featuring Metaton. Well, that was an interesting talk with Sans. As soon as I'm done with this place and actually, you know, what do you call it? How do I put it? Performance schedule, comedians, dancers, Sans. Seems there's a break now. As soon as I get to another save point, I'll stop there, but let me talk to more. Hey, Hellboy, how's the new movie coming along? Originally, we dug mazes with puzzles in order to foil human attackers. But now, building things winding and confusing, it's some awful tradition. You can't go 2 feet without being up to your armpits in puzzles. Well, that's your own fault, isn't it? I work at the core. The inside is a maze made of swappable parts. That means we can shuffle the layout at will. Boy, was today a fun day. I sure love puzzles. I sure love puzzles. Oh, hey, look, it's Snowdrake's dad, and you may be thinking that's kind of a bit weird, you know, since he looks like the same monster. It doesn't mean he's his dad, right? I'm the resort comedian. I'm very funny. People laugh at my jokes. Now my son, he wants to be a comedian like his father, but his jokes aren't funny. He tells these awful puns. He's an embarrassment to our family. Okay, Jesus, man. That's not funny. Since his mother passed on, he can't stand. He can't stand. What does that even? Couldn't stand living at home anymore. So he ran away. Haven't seen him since. I'm a terrible father. That's not funny. Jesus Christ, man. Like, seriously, with Snowdrake, it was, like, kind of subtly hinted in, and this just drops it. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Anyway. Blah, blah, blah. You'll have to reserve a table to eat here. You'll also need to reserve your chair, your silverware, your food, and your... Okay, I get it. Thank you very much. There's an inscription on this fountain. Royal Memorial Fountain built 2010 something. Metaton added last week. Yeah, well, this is kind of bad that you just have this leakage here, but whatever. Anyway, okay. Now I'll actually end the episode off here. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode of Undertale. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you all next time, next video. Until then, sign on my bots. Take care.